Hello, you are welcome to Toff College and IB Diploma Biology and the Environmental Systems and Societies Internal Assessment Ideas. Now, as you are aware, majority of us are still at home, but of course, learning is going on. And I would like to give you an idea of how to collect data at home. Now, as you can see here on the ground, this floor has been created in a tile form which represents one quadrat or a number of quadrats, as you can see. And there are a number of trees in this house also, they share their leaves. And therefore, we can use this to collect data over a week or two. Now, when we zero in on any of the tile, for example, this one, we can use the leaf as a plant and then also the stone as a plant. Indeed, you can actually collect a number of different stones which will represent different plants for data collection. And all you have to do is just to scatter them on the ground and you go ahead to collect your data in various forms and in various formats. You can actually decide to collect the data tile by tile, starting from the first tile all the way to the next tile, or you can actually jump one tile after the other or two and so on. You can come up with different methods of collecting your data. Now, you can either decide to collect all the plant species here, which represents the leaves and the stones and any other material that you would scatter on the ground, and you use that to collect your data. You can actually collect, let's say, for example, 5 to 6 different, in quote, plant samples here we are simulating, and you collect your data over a week or two, and that will give you a very large volume of data to work with. So this is one method that you can use in simulating the quadrat method as naturally as the leaves have been scattered on the ground by the wind and by also some form of dispersal. So this is another idea that you can implement as far as your data collection is concerned using the quadrat method. So we will continue to post ideas on how you can come up with interesting ideas. If you don't have tiles at home like this, you can always create one. You can even use your living room if the room is tiled and you use the tiles, and all you have to do is to maybe collect bean seeds, some rice seeds and different kinds of seeds, and you just scatter them on the ground, and then you go ahead and use the tiles as the quadrat and you collect your data and you move on from there. So you can actually do this, like I said, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and that will give you a very large volume of data to be able to determine the number of quote and unquote plant species that are available. So this is another way that you can generate data for your internal assessment, either for the IB Diploma Program Biology or the Environmental Systems and Societies Program ESS. For the ESS also, you can actually use the leaves as a form of pollutant, and therefore represent things like rubber or plastics that are deposited on the ground. Remember, these are just simulations. Leaves actually decompose and therefore they form part of the ecosystem. But in order to simulate, we can actually again use the same materials, the stones and the beans and then the rice materials also, either as natural materials or artificial material that are created by human beings. And therefore for biology, they represent plant species, and for the ESS program, they represent also pollutants. So these are ideas that you can use to generate and collect large volume of data for your internal assessment. I hope this is very helpful, and we'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.